Good evening. My name is Jenn Tamo, and I'm the Community Engagement Manager. And I love my job because I get to hang out with you all the time. Throughout the year, we have so many amazing events. Thank you so much for volunteering for SYRCL. All right, tonight I would like to go on a journey back in time with you all. And for some of you, these are going to be recalling memories back in time. And for those of you who maybe are a little bit younger or weren't in this area a few years ago, I'm going to invite you to imagine with me. Imagine 30 years ago, before SYRCL had a name, or a brick and mortar building, or a staff. There was a threat, and there were people in this community that responded to that threat. They volunteered to stop dams from being built on the South Yuba River. And in my opinion, these heroes were the first to respond to protect the Yuba, and they worked hard. They worked for decades to lay the foundation of what SYRCL is today. And they've built a dynamic, strong organization that has roots in this community and this region. The campaign to achieve protected wild and scenic status wasn't a quick fight. I talked to someone who moved here in 1994. It took 16 years to achieve wild and scenic status. And through that process, SYRCL matured. It was the vision and commitment of so many before us, and many of you in this room, that created this organization. Today, we're 3,500 members strong, and 1,300 active volunteers give this organization political clout and make our watershed-wide work possible. And it's my firm belief that the past 34 years have been leading to this very important moment that we now find ourselves in. I'm sure it's top of mind for so many of us that this past January, everything changed. As a young person who has little cousins who are growing up and many friends who are starting to, have families, I'm concerned what this means for our little ones. Over the past few months, we've seen fears materialize. EPA employees have been silenced, climate change continues to be ignored, programs dismantled, and the budget gutted. I find hope because I'm hearing and seeing the same stirrings that happened over 30 years ago when folks proposed to build a dam on the Yuba. I'm seeing this happen all over the country and in our own community. People who aren't used to calling themselves activists are organizing, they're getting together, they're mobilizing. And as grim as our daily dose of news appears, I see hope in the fact that people are choosing to act. This is a catalyst. It's a turning point. And I know that we're going to look back at this time and see that this was the tide that turned the status quo on its head. While organizing on a national level absolutely needs to happen, SYRCL understands how important it is to respond to the threats that are in our own backyard. And we need your help. We can't do it alone. Today, SYRCL's hosting this open house to let you know about all of the volunteer opportunities that we have this summer and moving forward. We invite you to join us in protecting the Bear River from being dammed. If you haven't become a dam watchdog, you can do so tonight. Help us inform the community at our outreach events. Help attend by going to NID meetings and participate in the public process. And we invite you to join us in our efforts to protect water quality. You can do so by becoming a river monitor. If the government won't protect our clean water, then we will. And you can know that you're joining a long line of water protectors. We've been monitoring sites for over 16 years. We invite you to help our effort to heal the landscape. We need your help surveying cottonwoods and willows that we've planted to rehabilitate the lower Yuba, an area scarred from mining. We'll begin our surveying in mid-May, and we hope that you can join us. And we invite you to join us in teaching our youth about the great journey of the salmon. Their presence as a keystone species is important for all those living in the river. And it's important because SYRCL knows that teaching about the interconnectedness of our ecosystems teaches young ones that the health of one affects the health of all. And if you're passionate about education and in sparking and igniting wonder for the natural world in the children in our community, then we invite you to become a salmon tour naturalist or join us as a guide rafting this fall. And you've heard about our River Ambassador program. We'll be launching that next month. Join us at the trailheads and beaches to promote an ethic of stewardship. Last year, more than 850 people participated in our river cleanup. And this year, we'll be celebrating the 20th anniversary. We invite you to mark your calendars for September 16th. We hope you'll be out there to join us. At SYRCL, we have not lost this collective spark that motivated us over 3 decades ago. In fact, that spark has only been renewed. We are now as steadfast as ever. Like the salmon, we're ready to tackle the monumental challenges ahead. We have volunteer opportunities for everyone. Whether you're working, or you're retired, or you're a parent, we have an opportunity for you to get involved. Something that will match your passion and your interest and your schedule. And I'm missing page 5. I got it, it's back, okay. Our mission at SYRCL is to unite the community, to protect and restore the river. And coming together is one of the most powerful things that we can do. So, if you're hearing the news and you feel despair, come join us. Choose to make a positive difference in our community. And I invite you to visit our program booths after the speeches that you'll hear tonight. We have such passionate, committed, dedicated staff who are ready to tell you about their programs and really want to find a way for you to get involved this summer. So each year we have our tradition. We will be honoring our volunteer of the year tonight. I'm so excited for you to hear all about him. But before we do, can I just get a show of hands of who has volunteered for SYRCL in this room before? Wow, that's astounding. Let's give everyone a round of applause. I'm so grateful. Last year, volunteers dedicated over 10,000 hours to the river and to SYRCL, and for that we are so, so grateful. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome up our Vice President of the Board, Shauna Maziars, to tell you about one volunteer in particular who's been a long-time river guardian and a community organizer in our area. Thank you so much.